Get up, you son of a bitch!
Cause Pawn's drunk loves ya.
You already know this is Pawn's drunk boxing, aka Mr. Shot himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho, aka El Café Bustelo, aka El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at this side of heaven. God bless you all. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Good week in the boxing. Good week in the boxing on a Friday, on a Saturday. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. You already know, the heavyweight champion of the world. Well, the former heavyweight champion of the world, WBC champion, back in the winning column, got his rhythm back, licked it polished, footwork good, jab good, performed the way he performed when he first became a WBC heavyweight champion when he beat Stavern. And we're going to be talking about a little bit of the inconsistency criticism of Deontay Wilder. I believe that boxing and the heavyweight division is good with Deontay Wilder in the mix of things. And then we moved on over to Saturday, and we had Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. A lot of people been always asking for Jake Paul, fight a boxer, man. And then he fight an ex-world champion, a former world champion, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., and he beat him in a 10-round bout, 3 minutes. Gotta give him credit. You can't be moving the goalposts when it comes to Jake Paul. And Jake Paul in the end of the fight, calling out the likes of Suldo Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? Calling out Anthony Joshua. Calling out all these guys. In the end of the day, man, Jake Paul is doing this thing. And also, most valuable promotion, Nakisa, Jake Paul is doing their thing. As we all know, they're going to be having a great event, one of the biggest events, historic event in the sport of boxing. July 11th, the Queen, La Reina, Amanda Serrano, the 7th Division World Champion, undisputed in the super featherweight division, daring to be great once again versus the Trailblazer, 2-division undisputed world champion, Katie Taylor, Madison Square Garden, Netflix on a Friday. Man, that's going to be a hell of an event. And also, shout out to Turkey Out Shake is putting his event the next day, July 12th, out here in Queens, New York. Now, y'all already know that New York is lit this year when it comes to the sport of boxing. You know, he's going to be having Edgar Berlanga, the Phenom, in the super middleweight division versus Shiraz. I'm going to have Shakur Stevenson, 3-division world champion, undefeated, silver Olympian. Shakur Stevenson versus William Cepeda. And we got one of the most intriguing matchups in the sport of boxing that I believe is going to steal the show. Is going to be Subriel Matias, the former junior welterweight champion, versus Puello, el Dominicano, el Platanero, Manguco, tres golpe, Alberto Puello. That's going to be a Barnes and Burner, I believe. So I think it's going to go to. I think it has that ingredient of Gotti and Mickey Ward. And also you got David Morrell back in the ring after losing to David Benavidez, you formerly known as a boogeyman in the 168-pound division. And he's still young enough to get back in the winning column, to get back in the rhythm of things. It probably is going to be a comeback year, 2025 for a lot of fighters. As we know, Deontay Wilder is back, Keith Thurman is back, Jamar Charlo is back, David Benavidez could, you know what I'm saying, have a good comeback story himself. And breaking news, Devin Haney, the 2-division world champion, former undisputed in the lightweight division, moved up to become a 2-time division champion and beating Regis Prograis, moving up again to face one of the most dangerous fighter right now. You already know Brian Norman Jr. has sent a statement to the welterweight division. As a matter of fact, that type of performance got boots and is leaving right away. In the welterweight division, one of the guys that I've been saying that is going to be the guy. The one that I called the king of the welterweight division after Bud Crawford left, Boots Ennis. Now it's Brian Norman Jr. That's his land now. That's his land. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Bias in the building. Emmanuel in the building. Millie in the building. Low Nose Boxing, one of the members of Punch Roll Boxing. Let's go. He said Debo is victorious, becomes the captain, the commander-in-chief of this young generation. Don't do that. Don't do that, Low Nose Boxing, to me. Don't do that right now. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm going to explain, because I always say, I break it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. I got to keep it real, I've been a heavy critique giving a lot of criticism to Devin Haney throughout the years. Not because he doesn't win, because I always said that Devin Haney, look, I said, as a matter of fact, I know that some people, they look at me and they be like, damn, yo, you giving Devin Haney a heart. You being too harsh on Devin Haney. Come on, Punch. Come on, man. Come on, Punch. It's barely almost a smear campaign that you're having over here. Damn it. Huh? Yeah, at the end of the day, I was the one since day one that said that Devin Haney, Bill Haney, I call Bill Haney a trailblazer. I knew Bill Haney was going to be manager of the year. With all the criticism, there's been praise. I said that Devin Haney and Bill Haney will be trailblazing in the sport of boxing and be one of the most powerful entities by the time that he reaches his prime, nearly 30 years old. Devin Haney has done put it this way, Bill Haney has done a wonderful job putting his son in position to get the bag and succeed in the sport of boxing, to garner accomplishments, garner great paydays, put him in positions to be around the Mr. Miyagi's of the sport of boxing. It's not easy to do what Bill Haney did. Have Devin Haney training with Roy Jones Jr. young, Zab Judah, Floyd Mayweather Sr., Roger Mayweather, Jeff Mayweather, been with coaches like Freddie Roach, been with the body snatcher, Mike McCallum. He's been around great minds in the sport of boxing. Great man in the sport of boxing. It's not easy to do what Bill Haney did to build Devin Haney. And even when everybody thought that while he was in the TMT gym that he was going to sign some Mayweather promotions, the reason why there's I can see a little bit of conflict. There's one thing about Bill Haney and Devin Haney, that they move around without emotions. They move around without emotions. The way they do business is the way that business does, the way that real businessman does things without emotions. It's just business, nothing personal. Just like how Bill Haney be moving around in the YTBC. It's business. It's not personal. We got thick skin. He goes to this channel that's going to praise Devin Haney. He go to this channel that's going to critique Devin Haney. He goes to the little bitty itty channel to the biggest channel. He go to Showbiz. He'll go to Punch Drunk. He go to TBV. He go to Mill. He go wherever it is for his son's name to be on everybody's mouth. And at this time, I've never been humbled. Before being humbled by the Haneys, I never been humbled by an athlete like Kobe Bryant. I'm going to give you an example. The last time I was humbled by an athlete was actually the late Kobe Bryant. Why? I was a big Allen Iverson fan. A huge Allen Iverson fan. I used to debate anybody. Yo, Allen Iverson is better than Kobe. Allen Iverson is better than Kobe. He doesn't have a Shaq. I used to argue that all the time. To be honest, folks, I never thought that Kobe was going to be this Kobe. I never thought that. You got to remember the time when Allen Iverson took his team, the Philly, to face the Lakers. And I used to argue with people, ain't nobody going to take, Kobe Bryant cannot take that Philly Philadelphia Sixers to the finals like Allen Iverson did. Not like Kobe. Not like Allen Iverson. And I used to argue all the time, nah, man, Kobe, he ain't all that without Shaq. He ain't all that without Shaq. And year by year, the Allen, who's better? The Allen Iverson Kobe, the Allen Iverson Kobe, the Allen Iverson Kobe, and then Kobe, and then Kobe, and then Allen Iverson, the Kobe, and then Kobe, and then finally I got humbled. I'll be honest, I was never a really Kobe fan. I was an AI fan. Kobe humbled me like no other athlete. I never thought that Kobe was going to be Kobe. Remember, they came in the same year, 1996. I know this is a boxing channel, and I'm just giving you one example that no other athlete has humbled me like Kobe Bryant. And then here comes Devin Haney. 6 years of me saying that Devin Haney is not ready for Teofimo Lopez. That Devin Haney truly doesn't want to fight Teofimo Lopez. 6 years of me not acknowledging that Haney truly wants Teo. It's all over my channel. It's all over my channel. From the email From the WBC, from being elevated, you never beat nobody for the world championship email. From you a boring fighter. You don't really want that work. You don't really want Tank. You don't really want Loma. If you wanted Loma, you would have gone through the IBF like Teofimo Lopez did and stuff like that. You don't really want Teo. Where's the contract, man? Where's the contract, man? Where's the meeting with Bob? Where's the meeting with Bob? All those years. All those years in the YTBC. This is post-pandemic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, pre-pandemic. Pre-pandemic. All these years. Nah, he don't want no Teo. Teo to take over. The captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief. Everybody follows Teo of this young generation. That's what I was saying. And ladies and gentlemen, I still believe that. I still believe that. Still is. But this move. But finally, when Devin Haney, there's an offer on the table. Devin Haney signs. Yo, if I would have bet, put it this way, this is how extreme I'm going to get. This is how extreme that your boy Punch Drunk Boxing is going to get. Because I've been extreme in supporting my favorite, my fighters that I support. I would have bet a left arm to say that Teofimo Lopez will take that fight with Devin Haney several weeks ago. I would have bet my left arm to get cut and say, what? Devin Haney signed? Teo? Agree? Man, he gonna beat the shit out. He signed him. I would have bet my left arm, bro. I would have bet my left arm. I thought the stars aligned itself. I thought it's time. All these years, I thought it was time. Woo, what? Man, Teo, August 16 is going to rip the soul out of Devin Haney. And then even all of that. Let me tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen. Devin Haney has been one of the most crucified, disrespected boxer or probably athlete in the last year and change. Man, let me tell you like this, man. If Devin Haney didn't have a thick skin, the way that Devin Haney was crucified in social media, not only in the boxing world, but in the combat world. I'm sorry, not even the boxing world, in the athletic world. That went past the athletic world and it went to the hip-hop culture world. Yo, did you see what Kid Austin said in the post-fight interview? Did you hear what Ben Whitaker said in this post-fight interview? Ben Whitaker was tearing because how he needed to overcome the criticism that he got. Kid Austin was tearing in his post-fight interview after this fight with Teofimo that we're going to be talking about in a while. Tearing. He said he wanted to quit boxing. Ben Whitaker wanted to quit boxing because of the shit. Let me tell you like this. Kid Austin and Ben Whitaker didn't come close to getting crucified like Devin Haney. What they was going through was pieces of cakes. Devin Haney was getting crucified every single day. Channels and channels, accounts and accounts after getting whooped by Ryan Garcia. The whole world. He was the biggest meme in sports. And then when he sued, the world was making fun of him. The carnival incident, when he swung a punch and he missed, and his buddies jumped the dude, and still, on top of that, the world came down on Devin Haney. Then it spilled over to hip-hop. Baby mama. Young Thug, baby mama, with the video of her going to court. I'm going to jail to visit him, saying all that shit, knowing her history. That's public knowledge. Crucified. I'm talking about Maury shit. Who's the father? All that. You with a hooker? You with a hoe? You with all of that? Leading up to May 2nd, Oh, yo, look at you. You a co-main event to Ryan Garcia, the guy that cheated you, PEDs, the one that whooped your ass, that you was suing. Not you, the co-main of Ryan Garcia. Crucial. I never seen an athlete like that without Devin Haney doing nothing wrong. I never seen an athlete get crucified like Devin Haney without doing nothing wrong. It's not like Mike Tyson that was convicted of rape. It wasn't like Kobe that was going to court for rape. It's not like even Michael Jackson that was convicted of pedos. Not convicted of pedo, but taking to court of pedos. Devin Haney has practically done everything right in boxing and was getting crucified. Crucified, bro. Pudge, you wasn't saying this before you was the... I wasn't saying that because I wasn't giving Devin Haney the benefit of the doubt, Joshua. Because I wasn't giving Devin Haney the benefit of the doubt, Joshua. And this is the reason of the live. Because he finally humbled. He humbled me. And I got to stand on it. And y'all motherfuckers got to stand on it too. There is no more narratives. There was no more narratives to defend. There is no more none of that. Devin Haney showed up. Devin Haney has proven itself. Fuck that. No. Teo didn't sign the contract. Devin Haney did. Brian Norman Jr. signed the contract to fight Teo. Teo did it. I gotta be real. I praise my guy, support my guy, Teofimo Lopez. Right now, Devin Haney is doing something that a lot of people in the sport of boxing believe that he's doing something stupid. That is a bad decision. That he's not ready. He's doing the opposite of what a lot of people believe that he should do. After that performance with Brian Norman, after the performance with even Jose Ramirez, they even signed up for Teofimo Lopez, some of the people would be like, oh, yo, he's not mentally ready. He's not this. He's not that. In the end of the day, fighters come and go, but I'm a boxing fan. I'm a boxing fan. And I got to keep it on boxing logically and objectively. Motherfucker, I got integrity too. I got integrity. Teal's my guy. But I got to show respect to Devin Haney, bro. I got to show massive respect for Devin Haney. And to be honest, I haven't showed massive respect for Devin Haney. Because we're living in that world of the Jay-Z Nas effect, Tupac Biggie effect. I'm a Tupac fan. When Tupac was going at it with Biggie, Tupac's my guy. I'm not feeling Biggie like that. It is what it is, just a mind. If you like the Yankees, you hate the Red Sox. If you a Knicks fan, you don't like Pacers, bro. I don't like the Pacers, man. I don't like the Heats. I don't like the Celtics. I'm a Knicks fan. Right? If you love Manny, you know you was in loving Floyd Mayweather. It's sports in the end of the day. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. I'm a Nas fan. I believe that Nas is the #1 MC ever. I believe that Nas is the GOAT. You talk to me about Nas and Jay-Z. I said, Nas, flame Jay-Z and Ether. Nas is the man. When you talk about Nas and Jay-Z, I ain't going to give Jay-Z too many props. I was in that element. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Because even hip-hop is a sports. It's like a sport. I'm talking about the MC life. I ain't talking about the little shit that we have right now. I'm talking about the MC. The MC. If you a Drake guy, you ain't like Meek Mills when they was going at it. If you a Meek Mills, you like, man, Drake is soft. Let's be real. Let's be honest. I'm a T.O. guy. That doesn't mean I don't respect Devin Haney, but I'm a T.O. guy. But just like I was a Knicks fan, and I hated the Bulls, but I know that Michael Jordan was the shit. Just like I was a Allen Iverson fan, and he was going up against my other favorite fighter, my other favorite baller, Ray Allen. But I know Ray Allen was the shit. Tio is my guy. But I gotta respect what Devin Haney is doing right now. And the reason why I say what I was saying throughout the videos lately, Teofimo Lopez, you sound like a Haney guy, man. With those talking, man, those are reality, Kodos. Like, what do you want to hold on to? A fake? You don't want me to give Devin Haney props because it I don't know what is it? What? What fight fan doesn't want to give Devin Haney props right now? What fight fan can honestly say you mad at Devin Haney right now? I dare anybody in my chat says that Devin Haney, if you as a fight fan, doesn't respect what Devin Haney is doing. Say disrespect and I'll block y'all because y'all not boxing fans out here. Say, nah, man, Punch, he ain't doing shit. Get the fuck out of my channel. Get out. Go to the other guys that's going to be like, but that ain't shit. I just say like how Devin Haney is he sucks, bro. I mean, that's an opinion. I'm talking about respect. I'm talking about respect as a fight fan signing up to fight Brian Norman Jr. right now. It's respect. It's respect. I wanted my guy Teofimo Lopez to sign that deal and whoop his ass on August 16th. But guess what? I don't have that bragging rights. I don't have the bragging rights. Packer in the building was still leaving him in the mano. Salute Punch was my knee. You are right. Devin deserves respect. Facts. To be one of the channels in the YTBC that have been flaming Devin Haney since day one. Come on, man. Now I gotta keep it, man. I gotta give him his respect, brother. I gotta give him his respect. Devin Haney deserves respect, man. He deserves respect. The reason why I'm a little even irritated is because I knew what Devin Haney was going to do next. Because I've been saying for how long I'm going to say this man is building his career, is waiting on Teofimo Lopez mishaps, is stealing his glory. Everything that Teofimo Lopez has done has been minimized because of Haney. And if I'm a Teo guy, take him out, my brother. Take him out. Now, Devin Haney is going to, much respect, is going to go and fight Brian Norman Jr. Teofimo Lopez is a WBO champion. He's a WBO champion that he could have petitioned his way to be the mandatory to Brian Norman Jr. And Brian Norman Jr., even in the interview, will say that he will get more respect being Teofimo Lopez than Devin Haney. Now, what's the options for Teofimo Lopez? I don't know. Maybe Richardson Hitchens. I put it on the post. Unification bout. I think that would be a great fight. Teofimo Lopez versus the winner of Puello Matias. I think it will be a great fight. Teofimo Lopez versus Gary Antoine Russell. Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Tan Davis. Yes, these fights that even we've been marinated for quite some time, but there is no other fight in this generation that been marinated more than Teo versus Haney. I love the Teofimo Lopez fight versus Boots Ennis because as a fan, you're given the opportunity to become a three division lineal champion. I broke it down for so many times, and I broke it down in my latest interview, and I interviewed my latest video. Devin Haney has done. Teofimo Lopez has done shit that I love what he has accomplished. But Devin Haney is also accomplishing shit. Jackie Hernandez, la reina del boxeo. What's good, Jackie? And all those times, Teo had an opportunity to fight Devin, just like Devin had an opportunity to fight Teo. Even when Teofimo Lopez beat Vasily Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez had the power to say, you know what? acknowledge it, even though that I didn't even want it to acknowledge. I didn't want it to acknowledge the elevated champion, the elevated belt holder. He was calling him an email champ. I know that Teofimo Lopez got effed over the politics of the sport of boxing and the corruption in the sport of boxing. I know that. I fought for it. I spoke enough about it. I put my brand on the line. For to this day, I'm blackballed because of my fight for Teofimo Lopez. Publicly. His pay and everything. Blackballed. Blackballed from PBC for going back and forth with Leonard Ellaby. Blackballed. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know the guy that I've been supporting. I know what I've been fighting for. Y'all see that public? If public, you got a problem with Teofimo Lopez, you got a problem with Punch on Boxing as well. Publicly. Everybody saw that the other time. I don't fight for my guy Teofimo Lopez only here. I fight for my brother Teofimo Lopez even in the street. But at the same time, I gotta keep it real. That's why I wanted this guy to fight Devin Haney on August 16th, sign that motherfucking contract and beat his ass. And stop letting this motherfucking guy just jump off your career, building off your career. Because I told you what was going to happen next. He was going to go after Brian Oman Jr. to become a 3-division world champion. The reason why you're not recognized as the lightweight undisputed world champion by the world, BWAA, the Boxing Writers Association, the people that put the fighters, that vote fighters into the Hall of Fame, because the politics of the sport of boxing effed you over. Bad. I remember I had a conversation with Teofimo Lopez Sr. and I even said, man, tell Teo to drop that fucking belt. I did a video. Drop the franchise. I don't want you to pay sanctioning fees for a belt that nobody in the world recognizes. And guess what? When Teofimo Lopez fought George Cambosa Jr., he paid belt fee and sanctioning fees for that belt that doesn't even exist. The same belt that Devin Haney didn't even pay for, got the belt and trashed it. To this day, we no longer know. There is no such thing as the WBC franchise, bro. We had to swallow that pill too. That Devin Haney single-handedly ended the WBC franchise and the politics and the corruption of the sport of boxing through the WBC. Am I right or wrong? Tell me I'm lying. Teo could have done that. Get busy. In the brother was gonna get busy with a $5 super chat. What up? Appreciate you, my brother. Am I lying? Devin Haney took that franchise, an embarrassment, and he threw it in the garbage. He proved he even humbled us when he beat George Cambosa, and he said, am I email champion now? I beat the guy that guy lost to, and I'm dropping that WBC franchise in your face. Humbled. Had to swallow that pill. Leading up to the Josh Taylor fight. Let's not forget the Josh Taylor. You remember the Josh Taylor fight? The Josh Taylor build-up. Remember that time when Teo in the channel was like, ESPN could keep the black fighters, and the shit went viral all over the world. I even took that video out. But the shit that it already went viral. Because that was alive. And after that interview we had with Teofimo Lopez, we had with the Mise Andre, that shit already went viral. Motherfucker was telling me, hey, yo, take that shit down. Oh, I got blackballed. I was fighting for Teo. Blackballed. Y'all don't pay him enough and all that. You guys are not calling him undisputed and shit like that. That's effed up. And now y'all calling Devin Haney undisputed leading up to the Vasily Lomachenko fight. But y'all now saying that he's a unified champion. Damn, y'all spitting him in his face and blah, 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 blah. I was watching the Josh Taylor fight and the Teofimo Lopez in my home. Publicly, they say Teo, stay away from punch-drunk boxing. Y'all don't know how hard I fought for Teofimo Lopez. Y'all know the surface, but there's shit behind the scenes too. HLD in the building. What's good? HLD in the building. Dímelo, mi hermano. All this and the expense of Teo and Haney. Then moving up, let's move forward. Then he gets that. Devin Haney gets the pay-per-view fight with Vasily Lomachenko. You know that Teofimo Lopez was supposed to be having that pay-per-view fight with Vasily Lomachenko before the pandemic, May 30th pay-per-view bout. Remember? Aram say Teofimo Lopez feel like he deserved this type of money. That's not his market value. Forward to the George Kambosos. They didn't want the top rank, didn't want to pay him to fight George Kambosos more than $1 million. But they secured that purse bid with Triller. Shout out to his manager at the time, David McWaters, who got the can. But also David McWaters was the manager of the year that year as well. All those years complaining about pay. All those years publicly complaining about pay. Even late last year when he was in It Is What It Is with Cameron and Mace, he complained and said he never brought in $1 million. That's what he said publicly. And I know that he got more on that, but this is what he said publicly. That's what's in the surface. That's why a lot of people in the sport of boxing right now doesn't give him the benefit of the doubt over allegedly. Not allegedly. He said that he was going to get $8 million to fight Devin the Dream Haney, and he declined that offer. But nobody in the sport, a lot of people in the sport of boxing is not giving Teofimo Lopez the benefit of the doubt because every single year, through every single opponent, you've been complaining about top rank. You complain about every power entity in the sport of boxing saying that you haven't got paid real well. It's not your market value. You deserve more. All these guys are getting paid more than me, blah, blah, blah. And now you was going to get the bag and boom, declined the offer with Devin the Dream Haney. Even though that you signed a 3-fight deal, was not going to get paid where you contractual to get paid. And at the end of the day, $8 million is $8 million that could change your whole life. Not only your own life, your family's life. May 2nd came around Times Square, New York City. Where Teofimo Lopez was born, ladies and gentlemen, New York City. Was the only champion there was in the May 2nd day in Times Square day, only Teofimo Lopez. Not only was he the WBO champion, but he's the Ring Magazine champion, lineal champion in the Ring Magazine event. And he was playing not second, but third fiddle to a guy like Ryan Garcia that never won a world title, to Devin Haney that got his ass whooped by Ryan Garcia, and Teofimo Lopez was playing third. Teofimo Lopez was playing third fiddle, and that was getting paid less than Ryan Garcia, than Rolly Romero, than Devin Haney. The guy that performed the best in that card, Teofimo Lopez, still the third fiddle. Having 5 straight wins going into that fight, still playing third fiddle. In the back of Devin Haney. And then even recently, when we was chopping it up over here in Punch Run Boxing, and he said, let Devin Haney do something. He said, let Devin Haney do something. He don't got to fight. He don't got no option but Teofimo Lopez. And I said, no. Just like I don't underestimate Keith Connolly, one of the best managers in the sport of boxing, I don't underestimate Bill Haney as one of the best managers in the sport of boxing. He's the manager of the year, 2023, and always have his son in position to succeed, get the purse, get the opportunity. And I knew that Bill Haney will find something because ain't nobody is more transparent and out there in the public eye trying to get the fights. He went out there to get the Richardson Hitchens. He's going after Teofimo Lopez. He went out there to get Brian Norman Jr. He went out there to meet Eddie Hearn. He's out there phone lining Turkey Al Sheikh. He's out there getting the smoke back. Oh, your son is running. Get the then we're gonna get the smoke. Then we're gonna get the smoke. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be real. Let's be real right now, bro. Let's be real right now. Let me see. Let me be real right now. Let's be real right now. Devin Haney is the firefighter of boxing right now. Because the mother effort is running to the smoke right now, bruh. Devin Haney is the firefighter of boxing right now, bruh. Haney runs through all the smoke right now. He wants it all. His list wasn't even fake. His list wasn't fake. This wasn't fake, ladies and gentlemen. Teofimo Lopez declined. Shakur Stevenson got a fight with William Cepeda. Gervonta Tank Davis gonna be fighting Lamar Roach. Jerome Booth Ennis moved up to the 154 pound. They went to the next list, and Brian Norman Jr. bought. Brian Norman Jr. said yes. This is not a fake list. We thought there was cap. We got humbled by the list as well. If you don't want to give credit to Bill and Devin Haney right now, use a cap motherfucker. Use a fake fraud. If you don't want to give credit to Bill Haney and Devin Haney, what they doing right now, hey yo, you're not a boxing fan. You're not a boxing fan. Trying to hold on to a narrative as much as you want. Just like the Deontay Wilder fans, when they were like, oh, no, Tyson Fury cheated. No, he didn't do this. No, Tyson Fury did this. No, it was Glovegate, it was Watergate, it was Mark Breeden, it was this. What that, man? Shut the F up. You got beaten up by Tyson Fury. Let it go, man. Let's move on. He said, what I'm drinking Jesus juice. Y'all could swim in that fake narrative, cesspool all y'all want. Devin Haney, what he's doing right now is great for his career. It's great for boxing. And Devin Haney right now is the firefighter of boxing. Devin Haney right now is the firefighter of boxing. Haney runs through the smoke. Y'all don't want to believe that? Y'all don't want to be real with that? Then lie on fake news if y'all want. I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, the people that lie to themselves are the most delusional folks on earth. If you could lie to yourself, you could lie to anybody in the world. What's good, brothers? What's good? Haney runs through all the smoke. Woo! Who's coming through? Woo! Who's coming through? Woo! It's the Haney firefighter. Oh, he's going to run to the smoke. Hey, yo, the bridge is burning. Devin Haney, the bridge is burning. You're the one that can save us, Haney. You're the one that can save us. Low Nose Box in the building with a $2 super chat. One Debo versus 100 gorillas. My money on Debo. Hey yo. Woo! Coming through. Woo! It's a fire. Hey, I'm saying like this. Now I was gonna say something real. I was gonna go far, but I'm like, nah. As a matter of fact, yeah, F that, man. We drinking Jesus juice. I'm going far with it. Let me put my face on it. I'm going to put my face on this one. I don't give a damn what anybody say. Let me see it right now, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, yo, Devin Haney is the firefighter of the sport of boxing. He wants all the smoke. I'm going to say it right now. Hey, yo, God bless everybody's soul. Sorry if it's going to offend somebody, but let me see it like this. If the Twin Towers was burning right now, and I think Devin Haney would go out there and save people, bro. That's how much he wants to smoke. I think if the 9/11 was right now, when the planes would have crashed it right now, Devin Haney would have gone up there and tried to save lives, bro. He would have said, I want the smoke. Go up the stairs. That's how much I think that he got heart right now, bro. Yeah. I said it. Devin Haney wants all the smoke. Mr. Firefighter. He's the chief. He's the firefighter chief. If that was 9/11 right now, the plane hit one building, the plane hit the other building, and there's a fire. Oh my God! And everybody's running down. Devin Haney will be going up the stairs, bro, and trying to save people, bro, and trying to save. I ain't lying. I ain't lying, bro. I ain't gonna be looking. I ain't gonna look stupid out here with no integrity. Get the fuck out of here, man. Man, I've had my share of criticism. I had enough of it. That's it, bro. Shut the F up, punch run boxing. God damn it. Don't you know what you watching? Damn, I'm watching this man sign a contract to fight Brian Norman Jr. when Brian Norman Jr. had the best performance of his career, knocking out. We're looking like one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport of boxing, and Devin Haney is running to the smoke. He signed to fight Teofimo Lopez, running to the smoke. He wanted to get Ryan Garcia, running to the smoke. Devin Haney could have easily left the 135-pound division after beating George Kambosos. And he said, fuck it. You know what I'm going to defend my titles against? Vasily Lomachenko. Run into the smoke. I gotta swallow the shit, bro. Hey, yo, Devin Haney has humbled the fuck out of me, bro. He's humbled me. That's it, bro. It is what it is, bro. I'm not lying, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. Smash that like button. You know who could have put a stop to all of that? My guy Teo. You know who could have put a stop to all of that shit? My guy Teo. And he didn't. He did not. The pen got... Where the pen at? I need a pen. I agree. Oh, yeah, we gonna get all the... Yo, Teo, you ain't gonna sign? Come on, man. Teo, sign for me. Come on, my nigga. Come on, Teo, sign. Come on. Didn't you say whichever monkey would eat the banana first? Teo, son. Yeah. I said no put. Man, Teo, good dance. Yeah. No. Sorry, I can't do it. Sorry, I can't do it. No! Why? Yo. Not the commander-in-chief. Not the commander-in-chief. Huh? Come on now. Not the commander-in-chief. The captain of the generation. I can't do it, pun. I can't do it, pun. What the fuck you mean you can't do? Give me the pen, damn it. I'm signing for him. No, you can't do that. Turkey, I'm going to sign for him. He wants to fight. He just, can I sign for him? You cannot do it for him, punch from boxer. You cannot do it for him. He has to have the guts to face this runner right now. Are you not? What the fuck do you want? Did you want money? You would call me a fucking dictator? I'm giving you another chance and you're chicken out? Come on, Teo. Teo. Come on, Teo. Let's do it together. You lefty or righty? I know you. Let's do it together, all right? All right, let's come on. Come on, I'm gonna help you out. I can't do it, Pike. God damn, Teo. Don't forget. Oh, Teo, I'm telling you, you're gonna whip his ass. You're gonna whip them 80s ass. Come on, do it first, Teo. Come on, yeah. Shit, y'all think it's funny, but it's not funny. Y'all think it's funny, but it's not funny. Now we waiting on what the fuck you gonna do? Teo, what you gonna do now, man? What you gonna do? Cause I gotta go over here to Punch Wrong Boxing, do cut a live, cut a video and stuff like that. Tell me what I gonna talk about. Huh? You got hey yo, Bill, hey yo, that's your guy, Punch? Come on, Punch. That's your guy. Come on, all them years. You flaming my son? Huh? That's your guy. Yeah, that's my guy. I'm telling you, he gonna fight Devin. I'm telling you right there, he's gonna whip his ass. I told Bill, man, Teofimo gonna whip your son away. He gonna sign whatever he's gonna sign. I'm telling you. I said he's gonna take advantage of this. Devin Haney gonna want what you say you want. I'm gonna tell you like this. Why there's a saying that you never tell anybody your plans. Get rap stuff. Get rap stuff. Rap stuff boxing out is the voice of the UK. Hey, yo, why there's a saying? Come on, help me out, folks. hey, yo, why there's a saying that you can't tell nobody your plans? Randy in the building. Randy in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me why there's a saying that you shouldn't tell nobody your plans. Why? Either they want to sabotage it or whether they're going to cut in front of you, right? Take your plans, right? Help me out, folks, because folks will shit on your plans, right? That's one, right? Somebody will shit on your plans, right? Somebody will sabotage your plans, or somebody will take your ideas, right? Right? Family Guy, right? Night Rider in the building, right? That somebody will shit on your plans, sabotage your plans, or somebody will take your ideas. That's why you don't tell nobody your plans, right? La Reina de Boxeo, the queen of boxing, right? She said, yup, facts. Or steal it, facts, right? Right? So when Tio said, I got option, I could fight Brian Norman. I still want to fight Boots. I could fight Richardson Hitchens. What did Bill Haney do when Tio told Bill what his options could be? Or when he told the people? Teofimo Lopez went to the fight to see Richardson Hitchens. Bill Haney went to the fight to see Richardson Hitchens. Tio said, I could go up and fight Brian Norman Jr. When they asked him, guess what? Bill Haney straight away went to Brian Norman Sr. Let's get the fight. Now, Bill Haney and Devin Haney took one of the options, one of the most important legacy options for Teofimo Lopez. That's a legacy option. Tio said that he's trying to move to the 147-pound division. Tio said that. That he'll stay in 140, but he still could dabble in 147-pound division. So, Devin Haney is a certified G right now. Let me tell you like this. The reason why I don't call him Debo, like Bill is calling him Debo right now, is because he doesn't have the style. But if Devin Haney was knocking people out like Brian Norman Jr. and the Boots and he was ruthless like Virgil and he was Naoya Inoue, and then that's the only thing that you can't match Debo and stuff like that, even though that Debo got his ass whooped by Craig, right? Teofimo Lopez single-handedly brought back ultimate respect for Devin Haney. Because like I said in the beginning of the live, I said that Devin Haney was the most crucified, vilified athlete in the past year and a half. No athlete been crucified, vilified, devalued, disrespected like Devin Haney, I believe, in the history of sports, without Devin Haney doing nothing. Without Devin Haney violating a girl, without Devin Haney getting, doing something bad, using drugs, selling guns. Devin Haney has done nothing wrong, has done everything right. And I never seen nobody crucified. Let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest. Because I was one of those guys that said that Ryan Garcia was going to get the benefit of the doubt because of the hate that Devin Haney gets. I told the world that even Ryan Garcia popped for PEDs. Everybody hated on Devin Haney like he popped for PEDs, my brother. No athlete in the world, bro. No fighter in the world gets the benefit of the doubt. The other guy that popped dirty get the benefit of the doubt. That's how much Devin Haney was hated. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Come on. I was one of those guys that was criticizing as well, was making fun because it was just content. It was funny. The way that Devin Haney was getting crucified, it was like you would have thought that he did what Gervonta Tank Davis did to his baby mama. You would have thought that he was going to court like Diddy, bro. Yo, we was even vilifying him with the Diddy picture, bro. Nobody, no athlete. I told you on the beginning of the live, y'all coming. If y'all shout out to everybody, man, smash that like button. You see what Kid Austin said in the post-fight interview. I'm gonna say it again. You see what Kid Austin said in the post-fight interview. Wanted to make him quit. He said he was about to quit. Ben Whitaker in his post-fight interview said he was about to quit because of social media. No, I don't believe that. They probably had to go through 3% of what Devin Haney had to go through on social media and all of that. And Devin Haney still stood strong and didn't filter. He didn't act out. Nobody to this day has called Devin Haney mentally ill, mentally challenged, or he's weak mentally. Nobody yet. We've done it with a lot of athletes, especially in the sport of boxing. They did it with Deontay Wilder, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo. Even Danny Garcia said that he was crying a post-fight interview and stuff like that. He's fighting mentally ill. Jamal Charlo as well hasn't been fighting because of mentally challenged. Devin Haney has gotten smoked more than any other athlete I've seen in my time, bro, without doing anything wrong. And the motherfucker still cool. And and Bill Haney goes out here and fights his battles as well, like a real father should. Just like Tio Sr. would do, just like Angel Garcia would do, just like Kenny Porter would do. Right? Got to keep it real. And now when people making fun, we making fun. Devin Haney ain't going to fight no Brian. Come on, they capping. You crazy. They ain't going to fight Brian. They ain't going to fight Brian. Turkey Out Shake announces, hold on. Turkey Out Shake announces that Devin Haney would fight Brian Norman Jr. in November in Rehab season. We making fun. Hey, yo, Turkey Out Shake ain't gonna give no Devin Haney a fight because he's the runner, man. He's a runner. Man, it's gonna be hard for Devin Haney to get a fight. False again, humbled again. Every time we got something to say about Devin Haney comes back around and smack our hecklish ways, criticism. Devin Haney comes back and smacks us with truth. Yo estoy harto de ese tigre que me está dando galletas. Yeah, yo estoy harto de así. All right, okay. That's it, Devin Haney, all right. No more criticism, that's it. Porque cuántas veces que me va a dar galleta el tigre con lo que él está haciendo. How many times he's going to smack me with shut the fuck up punch? Huh? I'm going to drop that WBC title they are trying to say, boom, all right. I'm going to beat the guy that beat your guy, all right. I'm going to go to top rank. I'm going to go to top rank and do the pay-per-view. Even when he went to Australia, let's not forget, leading up to going to Australia, we was like, man, they're going to rob you, Devin Haney. And man, remember, he wasn't going to go there with his father. Man, I don't think that Devin Haney's going to go out there without his father and stuff like that. Nah, he was ready to go out there with his father and do his thing. Bing, otra vez galleta. Remember we was making fun of Devin Haney? Let's be real. Come. Hey, yo, let's be real. I'm being real. Now, if you other guys don't want to be real, right? Because I vayan para la mierda, right? Because I'm being unbiased, logically and objectively. Remember when they announced that Devin Haney was going to be in the co-main event to Ryan Garcia? They're going to perform in the same day. Remember, Teofimo Lopez haven't signed yet. We know that Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney was going to be in the same card. And what was the narrative? Look, Devin Haney's gonna be in the co-main event. So Ryan Garcia. And then they announced Teofimo Lopez. Oh, Teofimo Lopez is gonna fight first then Devin Haney. Otra vez, coño, me está dando galleta esta gente. It's slappy to me. Hey, what's good? All right, Punch. You said it was gonna be co-main event. To Ryan Garcia, your boy ain't even co-main event. He's just the undercard. Because there's no such thing as co-main event, right? There's no such thing as co-main event. Is the undercard, co-main event, and main event? We was making fun of Devin Haney. You gonna be the co-main event to Ryan Garcia. Hey, yo, then they announced Teofimo Lopez gonna be fighting Barbosa. Shit. So when it was the time, me as a Teofimo Lopez supporter, y'all know it. So this day, I'm 100%, bro. But I'm keeping it real. I know there's other channels out here that they be pumping another fighter, but they don't want to keep it real. Like even me, as like I've criticized Devin Haney, and the reason why, because Devin Haney truly is not my cup of tea when it comes to entertainment. He's an underwhelming fighter, but an overwhelming winner. He knows how to win, and I never took that away from Devin Haney. The mother effer know how to win. I never took that away from Devin Haney. I never took away that his father is good for the sport of boxing and is good for his son. I never took that away. And Bill Haney knows it, and Devin Haney knows it. I never said that Devin Haney doesn't know how to win. And I never said that Bill Haney is not a trailblazer to the sport of boxing and they're going to be one of the most powerful entities in the sport of boxing. Never took that away from them. I could say that he's boring. I could say that he's not fun to watch. I could say, ha, email champion. I could say, ha, and do content and be comedic about it because I am. But I never took those things away from Devin Haney. The most important thing is that you're a winner. I never took that away. And the most important thing, I always say that fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing, and I never took the thing from Bill Haney. That's why to this day, I could chop it up with Bill Haney. And Bill Haney don't have to be like, man, Punch, man, you criticize it, but you know what? Bill Haney also understands. He understands the game. He understands this content creator game as well. Hunter of the Hunt in the building. Yeah, Punch. Tank is my guy. But if Dev go through with this fight, then I have to put some respect on his name. Real talk. Good looking now, Hunter of the Hunt. Hello, Mia. What's good, brother? Hope you're doing good, bro. And put it this way. If you're one of them subscribers that be like, oh, Punch, man, what happened, bro? Come on, Tio is our guy, man. Oh, man, fuck you, Punch. But if I get that fuck out of here like a little Aristotle Mitra Andre, all right? Because I keep it real in the end of the day. I give the benefit of the doubt to the fighters that have done shit in the sport of boxing. That's not being biased. That's giving him the benefit of the doubt. I've given Teofimo Lopez the benefit of the doubt. I give Shakur Stevenson the benefit of the doubt, like I said. I give Usyk the benefit of the doubt. Canelo the benefit of the doubt. Uwe the benefit of the doubt. Bam Rodriguez the benefit of the doubt. Danny Dubois the benefit of the doubt. All those guys that's doing their shit in the sport of boxing, I give them the benefit of the doubt. Because their resume and the accomplishments speak for themselves. Just like I said, do I like that Devin Haney ran versus Jose Ramirez? Motherfucker, he ran. But that doesn't mean that he's been a long-time runner. He didn't run versus Vasily Lomachenko. He stood in the middle of the ring with Vasily Lomachenko. Regardless if you thought that he win or he lost, he stand in the middle of the mother effing ring with Vasily Lomachenko. He went up to 140-pound division. He dropped Regis Prograis. That is hard to drop or Regis Prograis. He did his thing. We was trying to say, oh, yo, we don't know if Devin Haney's power is going to translate to the 140-pound division. And he humbled us again. Humbled us again by dropping Regis Prograis. How many times does Devin Haney got to humble me for me to be like, hey, yo, that's it, Dev. All right, you got it, bruh. The last straw was that my guy, the takeover, Teofimo Lopez, pulled out the motherfucking negotiations. I got no bragging rights, brother. Yeah. What I'm going to say? The fuck I'm going to say? Got no more bragging rights. You pulled out. Pause. Devin Haney signed. He said, you giving Haney credit for what he should have did his first fight with a younger, bigger fighter. The race fans would never admit Devin is the guy. Devin is the guy, bro. Devin, I say Tio is my guy. Devin deserves just as much respect as Teofimo Lopez. And that's what I'm saying. And I can't be going out here trying to say that, oh, Devin Haney is beneath. Right now, Devin Haney is beneath nobody. In this generation, he can't be beneath nobody. I'm not going to say that he's over because he still got to beat a Brian Norman Jr. But Devin Haney's accomplishment is beneath nobody. Hunter the Hunt. Con los 20 pesos. Me dice. Good looking out, man. Appreciate you, bro. God bless you, brother. I would have picked Tio to beat Dev. Shakur, Ryan, Tank would have been a good match. But the way Devin is moving makes all of them look bad. Just keeping it a buck. It is, man. It is. Sometimes it's not what it is, it's what it looked like. You remember the movie Enter the Dragon with Leroy? Hey, my man, what it look like? Hey, my man, what it look like? Hey, my man, what it look like? It ain't what it is, it's what it look like. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget. Good looking, I appreciate you. Hunter the Hunt. Let's not forget that we living in a world right now that perception is the new reality. Whether it's real or whether it's perception, people's gonna believe what's the perception. And the perception right now is, or the real, whatever you want to call it, the perception, the real, is that Devin Haney is this guy right here. Devin Haney runs to the smoke. There's a burning building called Devin Haney. The Pentagon called Devin Haney. Twin Towers called Devin Haney. Your cat is stuck in a tree called Devin Haney. Haney runs to the smoke. At a time, and put it this way, ladies and gentlemen, Devin Haney is running to the smoke at a time where the majority of the boxing fans and pundits feel is the bad idea to run to the smoke. And that's when he's running to the smoke, when it's more dangerous. When most of the boxing world feels that he doesn't have his mind right to go into another hard fight after the Jose Ramirez. He's not mentally ready. Man, Antonio Tarver, Jim Lampley, everybody smoked Devin Haney. And Devin Haney said, oh, y'all want to smoke me? Then I'm running to the smoke. Devin Haney is like, oh, y'all all want to smoke me? I'm running to the smoke. Let me see who's going to show their panties. Devin Haney is making all these motherfuckers show their panties right now, bro. Dímelo, Cortez. And they made that fight fast too, just like Devin Haney made the Ryan Garcia fight. Oh, I like what you said, Jackie Hernandez. Hold on. Let me put a face to it. I like what Jackie Hernandez said. La Reina de Boxeo. She said they made that fight fast too, just like they made the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight. Just like Devin Haney made that George Cambosa fight. Like this. Just like Devin Haney was ready to make the Teofimo Lopez fight. He signed like this. Devin Haney, un bacano, yeah. Let's be real. I'm glad that you said that, Jackie. He just didn't get that fight fast like this. He was about to sign Teofimo Lopez like this. He signed the George Cambosa like this. Remember Ryan Garcia said, I want Devin Haney. Devin Haney said, what? Just like that. Even the Regis Progress, remember Devin Haney was going to fight. If Teofimo Lopez was going to vacate the belt when he announced retirement after the John Saylor fight, he sent a request to the WBO to fight for that world title, and then let me get Regis Progress, just like that. Until fight night, I do not believe it. Come on, look at Coda. Yo, Coda. Put your swords down. Hey, yo, Takeover Nation. Put your swords down. Put your swords down. Well, how it is it? How it is it when the soldiers say at ease, when you put the weapons down, put the weapons down. until fight night, I do not believe it. My brother, look at Devin Haney's resume. What you cannot believe. Give Devin Haney the benefit of the doubt, just like we give Teofimo Lopez the benefit of the doubt. Look at their resume. Look at their resume. Devin Haney is turning 27 in November. He's still 26 years old. You think Jojo Diaz was supposed to be an easy fight at his age? You think, Coda, you think that Jojo Diaz was supposed to be an easy fight? What's supposed to be an easy fight? He took the Vasily Lomachenko fight when he didn't even have to fight Vasily Lomachenko because Devin Haney could have been the asshole just like he thought that Lomachenko was. Devin Haney could have been that asshole because let me tell you like this. Devin Haney didn't have to give Lomachenko an undisputed world title fight because he believed that Vasily Lomachenko ducked him. Devin Haney easily, after becoming undisputed, would have been to the 140-pound division and never would have looked like a damn skeleton leading up to the Vasily Lomachenko fight. Let's be real. Let's be honest with this, brother. Even his defense was a dangerous fight for him. Ese tigre bacano. Ese tigre bacano, mi hermano. They say everything except let's fight. Another saying that we used to make fun of it, right? We didn't get invested in that. Huh? You can put lipstick on a pig, but at the end of the day, Tio resume is slightly better than Dev. No, I think that Teofimo Lopez resume is slightly better than Dev. What I'm saying is, still, Devin still got a legacy. Devin, if he retired right now, would still be regarded and recognized as the youngest lightweight undisputed champion on paper. I told y'all, Devin Haney has diminished the glory of Teofimo. They know it too. Tio knows it. Tio Senior knows it. And the reason why I said that Tio fight this dude because their name is always going to be attached to one another because that's the way that they've been built. Before they accomplish anything, they were built as the four kings. Tio, Tank, Shakur, Ryan. Look, Tio, Devin, Shakur, Tank, and Ryan can't run away from each other in this era. They're always going to be attached to one another. Just like to this day, Deontay Wilder is attached to Anthony Joshua. And to this day, we're like, remember, they were supposed to fight. When was it? When was they supposed to fight? 2015, 2017, 2017, something like that. It's almost going to be a decade and we're still asking for that fight. You know why? Because it's their era. Leading up to the fight with Brian Norman Jr., they're going to ask Devin Haney about what happened with Teofimo. Every way Teofimo Lopez goes, they're going to ask him about Devin Haney. Gervonta Tank Davis, they're going to ask him about Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson or Teofimo Lopez, just like his press conferences. The same thing with Shakur. All I wanted was to Teofimo to put this thing to rest. He's working on all cylinders right now. His intellect and physical ability is coexisting at the highest level. Get that $8 million, knock him out, get the $1 million bonus, $9 million. $9 million. Remember, Turkey out shit got a bonus. Tio, you would have gone for the knockout, knock him out, get a $9 million bonus. Okay, you was going to get $11 million, $9 million, still put you up there taking care of your family. That if you would pass away tomorrow, your family is taken care of. Teofimo Lopez Junior will be taken care of. I don't play with them $8 million. Coming from where we come from, because we don't know when that opportunity comes back. And I'm not saying, look, I'm saying this humbly because I'm gonna say it again. I know I say this a lot of times, but I don't know if new people is here. I supported Amanda Serrano not to take that deal with Katie Taylor the first time going around to fight in the backyard of Eddie Hearn's mansion, to be the co-main event to Dillian White and Povetkin. And look where they at right now. But one thing about Amanda Serrano and Teofimo Lopez is very, very different. Amanda Serrano never rubbed the powers that be wrong. She was never outspoken trying to fight the powers that be all the time. She just got to the point where this is the biggest fight in women's boxing history, and it's time for her to put her foot down and get what she deserved to get paid. The difference between is Teofimo Lopez has rubbed every power entity in the sport of boxing wrong. Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, The Zone, ESPN. They're no longer going to be here. Turkey Al Sheikh. Everybody. So if I wouldn't even, if it was if let's say, for example, if Teofimo Lopez was worried about going to Saudi Arabia and get robbed, what you think you're going to do in the Richardson Hitchens card led by Eddie Hearn that he's spoken so much shit about? How about if they whack you? You know what they call it in boxing is whack. When they whack you, when your promotional company is going to put you in front of somebody, and man, the politics, the corruption, man, I want this guy to lose. So I won't have to deal with this guy, get him off and get away from the contract. This is a small world, bro. Small. I'm talking about in boxing. And everybody see how you move. What's today's fighters today don't understand is that they don't have the fans yet to just fight anybody and we'll watch. Facts. I think this was the perfect fight for Teofimo Lopez. I think it was a perfect time because he was not going to get boots. So I think it was the perfect time. It was the perfect time. And now Devin Haney going to be fighting Brian Norman Jr. How y'all see that fight? How y'all see that fight? Brian Norman Jr. versus this is where HLD said, this is where I agree with you, Punch. Teo biting the hand that feeds him several times, and that's a no-no in business. It's not. And this was an opportunity that there was somebody that was invested in him and was willing to. And let me remind y'all though. Or let me tell y'all this. What a lot of people probably don't know. Turkey Al Sheikh is not doing all the negotiations. All right. Even Turkey Al Sheikh's people have smartened up. Turkey Al Sheikh is not doing all the negotiations. He got people that's doing the negotiations for him. And let me say it like this. The people that's around Turkey Al Sheikh right now, they probably don't even like Teofimo Lopez. Fascination in the building. It was good, man. Man, Schofield stepped up in a big way. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Shout out to Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin, knocking out Tevin Farmer in the first round. I said that they were going to do their thing, that everything was going to be swept under the rug, and how the perception of how people was thinking about Kid Austin and his dad and shit like that. They did what they had to do. And I'm proud of Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin. If y'all familiar with the channel, y'all know me. I've been rocking with Kid Austin. I'm practically the first guy that was telling y'all about Kid Austin. Been following Kid Austin since the amateurs. I'm very happy to see his growth. Been talking about Kid Austin since he was like 16 years old, man. Now he's 22 years old. So I'm very proud of Kid Austin. Very proud of the team. Great statement. You know, I think they did enough interviews and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to shout out to the Schofield family. I feel for the lost followers who can't see through the smoke screen. Kid is cool, but Senior is annoying. He's a father, man. He's a father, my brother. I don't know if my son was in this sport as well, man, I'd probably be annoying as well. But you know what? It's not annoying to see him molded his son to be a success story. Just like it doesn't bother me seeing Teofimo Lopez Sr. mold Teofimo Lopez. The same thing with Bill Haney. The same thing with AJ Garcia. The same thing. We got to give credit where credit is due. Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin's father, has done his thing. Independently. The way that Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin's dad did it, and Bill Haney, is the hardest shit in boxing. Because they did it independently, meaning they put their own money. You know what betting on yourself means? That's betting on yourself. What Bill Haney and Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin did is betting on yourself. You think it's easy to get some? You think it's easy just to be around Roy Jones Jr. and Floyd Mayweather and all those people? Nah, Bill Haney. I said for a long time, ese tigre tiene una muela. Bill Haney got a gift for gab. His gift for gab could open any doors in the sport of boxing. Bill Haney got a gift that his gift to gab could open any doors for his son in the sport of boxing, any gym in the sport of boxing, with any legend in the sport of boxing. Ese tigre tiene una muela de pinga. He's used. A lot of people say, yo, Bill Haney was a pimp. Yeah, he used that muela even in the boxing world. Bill Haney is the smartest motherfucker in boxing. I'm not saying that he hasn't done certain mistakes like leading up to the Ryan Garcia fight, reconstructed a contract when Ryan Garcia, came overweight. Every promoters, every manager has done their little mistakes here and there. For the most part, they stay in position and they stay in power position. Bill Haney is arguably the smartest manager, one of the smartest people in the sport of boxing today. You don't gotta like him, but you gotta respect him. You don't gotta like him, but you gotta respect him. It ain't even about liking, because the person that he cares about that loves him is his sons, his daughter, his wife. It's all that matters in the end of the day. Just like everybody in the chat right now, just like me. You think anybody could really alter my life and shit like that? Oh my God, yo, you look what you said about me in the chat. Nah, man, at the end of the day, I'm the superhero for my kids. I'm not the superhero for y'all. Cotto said Bill Haney. Si hace perico. Cotto. Si él hace perico más peor que lo otro, que un hombre con perico está haciendo la vaina bien. Y la gente que hacen perico son malos. No. La gente que beben son malos. No. La beben que se mete manteca son malos. No, dame eso su vicio. That's what they do. Bill wanted to dead the fight, and until the fight night, I'll be waiting for the slip in the sauna excuse. Wanted to dead the fight. That's not what it looked like, HLD. What it looked like is what Turkey Al Sheikh. When Turkey Al Sheikh speaks, when he said the fight is done, the fight is done, right? Fight is done. Both of these guys signed. Bill Haney kept his word. Brian Oman Jr. kept his word. Brian Oman Sr. kept his word. Punch. After Al Heyman and Mayweather and Jake Paul, I agree. But Bill did it with Devin, and they weren't famous. Yo, man, it is what it is, man. Gotta respect, man. I'm humbled by the way they've been moving. Every time I say, nah, it's not what it is. And it is what it is. It is what it is. If Teofimo Lopez fight Devin Haney, I still have Teofimo Lopez whooping Devin Haney. That does not change. Who I support 100%, Teofimo Lopez. That does not change. Unless if motherfuckers be like, yo, F you punch, then it's F me. Right? But that's never going to change. Teo is my guy. Senior my guy. I respect Bill. I respect Devin. I respect these fighters. But me supporting is me keeping it real. That's it. Me supporting is me keeping it real. Me being your friend is me keeping it real. Me being a friend is not all hating them, because I know for a fact these guys don't hate each other. Senior doesn't hate Bill, and Bill doesn't hate Senior. Devin doesn't hate Teo, and Teo doesn't hate Devin. Why? Everybody got to be on some splitting enemies and shit like that. When these guys could just pick up the phone and call each other and they man cool, and then the world is fighting for them. Nah. We seen Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez in the plane together several months ago. Am I right or wrong? Didn't we see that? Several months ago, we seen Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez in the same plane together. You ever seen people like fans and entourage go at each other, but then they friends? That they friends in the bed, and then we're like, man, motherfucker, I came at you for this, and I can't. And I still don't respect the poison calf out, but unless they show some paperwork, shit still looks suspect. But shout out to it was a great outing. It was a great statement by Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin. Also, let's talk about this, man. It looked like Ryan Garcia, the Ryan Garcia of old, is back going at his promoter once again. Every time Ryan Garcia takes his shot at he takes his shot at Oscar De La Hoya. So Ryan Garcia says, this grown man, by the way, and this is an embarrassing as a promoter, I really hope he gets the help he needs. He has people looking up to him, etc. I've put up with your BS for years. You are a mockery as a promoter and as a person. Get well, cokehead. Then he goes, I know why Oscar is a bitch in people's eyes, and that's facts. I can't wait till I'm away from that fake bitch. I'm gonna turn up and win just like I did against all his bitch ass fighters. F Golden Boy Promotions. Damn. Ryan Garcia is back at it, man. What's up with that, born again Christian stuff, man? What's going on, man? What the hell did Oscar De La Hoya say? Did I miss something that Oscar De La Hoya said throughout the fight event this past weekend? Well, that he was talking. Well, he probably was talking up. He was praising. No, this is what Oscar De La Hoya did say. Oscar De La Hoya said, Oscar De La Hoya tweeted, unfortunately, Ryan Garcia is having another episode. 10 days ago, he's talking about God and finding his path. Then tonight, he sends me this rant while watching his fellow Golden Boy fighters win. Bipolar disorder is very serious, and I hope he gets help he needs. Ryan Garcia he actually sent them a DM and said, first of all, F you, especially you, for one, disrespectful me with that shitty contract because I lost, but I'm your actual only current star fighter. You can suck a D, and I know you already do. So F you. You can't kiss my ass. I'll beat Rolly's ass and whoever I can't. Wait till I go against you again, like I did with Duarte and Duno, to see your stupid ass face again. Looking stupid F. Yo, and that stupid offer B, I'll slap the F out of you just like Canelo and Berlanga. Hey, yo, Ryan Garcia, man, went ham, man. What's going, Ryan, man? Just get back into the winning column. Get back to the ring, man. You lost to Rolly, Ryan, man. You should have never lost to Rolly. Don't get mad, man. Don't get mad. You could settle everything in the ring. Why everything when it's going good, they cool with Oscar, and then when shit goes bad, you don't like Oscar, like if it's his fault. I would like to see Ryan Garcia and Tio. I would like to see that fight. Hopefully that could fight next. So, ladies and gentlemen, Gervonta Davis has taken it to Twitter. Also deleting. Gervonta Davis go after Kid Austin. I'm going to do a video about this later. Gervonta Davis says he will get his little B ass whooped and have none of his twitchy shit Tevin has. I'll beat the dog shit out of this. It. What y'all feel about Gervonta Davis, man? Seems like everybody is on savage mode. It feels like everybody's on savage mode right now. Seems like everybody's on savage mode. Look, Kid Austin is what, the number 1 WBA mandatory position for the winner of Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamar Roach. I think that'd be a good matchup. I don't know if I think that Kid Austin is in well position. Do they go right away and give him a fight with Lamar with Gervonta Tank Davis? I think he's in well position to get that type of fight. I don't know if maybe they could get that fight and amounts to payday with Turkey Al Sheikh. I don't know how Turkey Al Sheikh feels about Kid Austin after the thing that happened, but yeah, Dominican's on the come up. Shout out, yeah, man. Code of that spirit in him hating. He always deleting, yeah, man. What's going on, man? These guys turn into religious, and then they curse worse than they ever been. They curse more than they ever have. Ryan Garcia is a born again Christian, and man, he's worse than he's ever been. Gervonta Tank Davis turned Muslim, man. He's saying the craziest shit. Damn, what's going on, man? God is supposed to work good in you, not make you be evil. But like they say, the closer you get to God, the more the devil start creeping. Ryan doesn't deserve a fight with Teo. I think I like that fight. I like that fight for Teo, but damn, this was a great opportunity that it was missed. Teo versus Richardson Hitchens will be a good fight in New York. I think that could be next. Both of these guys are managed by Keith Connolly. They both could get the fight easy. Madison Square Garden. I think that'll be a great Madison Square Garden fight. But I think that probably, Keith Connolly is probably going to wait on this and be like, I'm a manager. Remember, he's a manager. And if Keith Connolly could get more money shopping Richardson Hitchens with Turkey Al Sheikh, Punch was not happy knowing he made wrong decision. Simple facts. I think that Keith Connolly first is going to shop was the best for his client, because he can't be shopping around his client like a duel, like a package deal. Already home. If Tank beats Roach, he will fight Jake Paul and retire. I don't think that Jake Paul is true. That Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis fight is not true, man. I think that good looking out with the $5 super chat. I don't think it's true, bro. You know why? Because come on, man. Jake Paul is a 200-pounder, man. What is Gervonta Tank Davis going to do to a 200-pounder? Jake Paul would land a punch on Tank. That would look stupid. It would just look stupid. I don't think that's realistic. I don't think that, in my opinion, I don't think that's realistic. Rapstar Boxing Out said, man, these guys made these Haney made these guys look soft. Devin Haney's moving like a G, man. Devin Haney's moving like a G. Good looking out already, home, man. I appreciate that. Devin Haney's moving like a person that I would have thought that he would have been moving. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I don't know. I don't understand. I just don't understand. But you know what? We got to move forward, man. And we gotta move forward. And Haney gonna be fighting Brian Norman Jr. Got to give a lot of credit to Brian Norman Jr. I think that Brian Norman Jr. this is a perfect opportunity for Brian Norman Jr. because Brian Norman Jr., as we all know, he don't got a lot of big names at welterweight currently, right? We already know that Manny Pacquiao is the biggest name in the welterweight division and probably in boxing, right? And he's gonna be fighting Mario Barrios, but take them out of the way. Bruce Ennis already moved up to the 154-pound division. There is no more big fight, like no big names at welterweight. So Devin Haney moving up to welterweight outside of Manny Pacquiao, Devin Haney is the biggest name in the welterweight division. So if Brian Norman Jr. with that performance, and I'm not saying that Brian Norman Jr. is a world beater as well. Let's not be a slave to the moment. Let's not be a slave to the moment, because Brian Norman Jr. did not beautiful knockout, but Brian Norman Jr. has fought a world beater, a pound for pound fighter. You know what I'm saying? I understand that Devin Haney have not looked apart in the last two fights. But again, I think that Devin Haney actually ran against Jose Ramirez, not because he was scared of Jose Ramirez. I think truly he was trying to secure the bag for Ryan Garcia. And how he beat Jose Ramirez didn't matter. Just like if Ryan Garcia would have beaten Rolly Romero in a controversial split decision, guess what? Rolly Romero's not going to get the rematch. We was going to move forward with the Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. So I don't want to stay stuck. We shouldn't stay stuck on how Devin Haney beat Jose Ramirez. Because in all actuality, like I just said, if Ryan Garcia would have beaten Rolly in a split decision controversial victory, we were going to be moving forward to see Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, the rematch. That was the promotion of the fight. That was the reason why the event was made anyway. That was the reason why the event was made anyway. That was why they pumped money for that, for the potential rematch. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney threw Cash App to rap. I just speak the truth and haters can't handle the truth. You already know, man. People get mad. People, they say it's, it ain't even flip-flopping. People just don't want people to be unbiased. That's what it is, rap. That's what it is, rap. People just don't want unbiased. In this community, people just don't want unbiased. Everybody always be like, yo, I like the unbiased talk, yo. Just keep it real. When you keep it real, you keep it unbiased. People don't like it. People, you know what? People in this community want you to pick a side, and they want you to stay on that side. Even if it's wrong, they want you to stay on that side. That's the whack. Like if I knew that, let's say if I was a Devin Haney fan and he did something wrong, I'm going to call it out. And if Teofimo Lopez did something wrong, I'm going to call it out. Like people wanted me to call it out. Yo, Punch, why you don't say nothing about your boy about saying that? You know what I'm saying? Because about that, you know what I'm saying? Uses the liquor ad and all that racial undertones, because I know what he was doing. He was doing to entice a fight. The bad thing about it, though, is that he got a brother to sign. Teofimo Lopez, that's another reason why you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. Because you finally got a black fighter to sign the dotted line, and you didn't. So all that racial undertone, what was it for? What was it for? All the racial undertones. He said it, and his father said it. We did it. We said it so Cat to get a fight, to entice a fight. His father said it. Even with Bill Haney, it's a joke, man. It's a joke. You got that black fighter. And that black fighter that been attached to your name throughout your whole career. And you backed out of the black fighter. I have no bragging rights as of now. From getting paid, from not getting paid, you got the bag. You declined the bag. You declined the black fighter. You declined Devin Haney, the guy that they've been devaluing your legacy for Devin Haney. I'm a humble man. I'm a humble man, bro. He wanted Bud or Boots. I know he wanted Bud or Boots. But nobody been attached to Teofimo Lopez longer than Devin Haney. No fighter been attached as a potential match longer than Devin Haney. I wanted to fight with Boots better than Devin Haney fight because of the momentum. Because I want Teofimo Lopez, so I want people to see this greatness. Teofimo Lopez, take the takeover 2.0. But if Boots is not there, what was the best possible option? I think if Tio would have beaten Devin August 16th, he would have fought that. Fight Devin, beat Devin. He'll be the face of American boxing. It will take a long time for anybody because then he will have a Devin Haney in his resume. And on paper, he would be fighting an undefeated fighter with legacy. A guy that got more legacy than Brian Oman Jr., than Richardson Hitchens, than Gary Antoine, than Puello, than Matias, and even Boots. Teofimo Lopez will be fighting the most accomplished fighter of his generation. Good looking out, Greg, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, my brother, man. And I'm a person, yo, if y'all want to, check your punch. You ain't saying this shit right. Yo, punch, what's good with you? Hey, yo, I don't have no ego, bro. I'm here to educate and be educated as well. I don't know it all in the sport of boxing. So like we all don't know it all. That's why we open the platforms, the chat. If I open the panels, we chop it up, say our perspective and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, we live longer than the boxers. We the one that make this boxing shit go around. Fighters come and go. Devin is going to retire one day. Teo's going to retire one day. Tank is going to retire. Ryan, Shakur, Boots, Virgil. And guess what? We're still going to be on these platforms talking our shit. Our opinions live longer than these guys' career. It is what it is. There's some fighter that's going to respect what we're saying. There's some fighter that's not going to like it. There's some fighters that are gonna rock. Look, there's some fighters that used to rock with punch drunk boxing, but then, let's say, for example, I fucks with Keyshawn Davis as well. I've been talking about Keyshawn Davis since the amateurs. I've been talking about Kid Olsen since the amateurs. I've been talking about Jerome Boots Ennis. Go check the archives. I've been talking about Jerome Boots Ennis for 6 years when nobody would knew who Jerome Boots Ennis was. But then they get in cahoots with other YouTubers and shit like that. Them YouTubers that don't like punch, they be like, yo, don't do no interviews with your punch. Fuck that dude and whatever, blah, blah. And then they don't fuck with the same channels that was talking about them in the beginning. Ain't nobody he was talking about Kid Austin but your boy Punch Drunk Boxing. Don't nobody, this community know Kid Austin because of punch. But Kid Austin is gonna go to cigar shop, go to my brother Mill City, because I'm aquí, but they don't come right away over here to the people that have been showing them love since day one. Go win. Love you, my brothers. But I know that everything is about views. Over here, people is ungrateful, man. People's ungrateful, my brothers. I'll tell you the truth, bro. These fighters will switch up on you, man, quicker than anything, bro. Switch on you. People, they forget the people that been rocking with them when nobody knew who the fuck they was, bro. Oh shit, Keyshawn won't go to Punch Drunk because I don't like the way that you say shit about Terrence Crawford. Everybody a little groupie now. Que se ven para la mierda todito, ya. He said Turkey devalue Haney and Teo. They should not fight each other unless are getting 20 million each. Okay. Then we gotta wait on it then. So what's that, Stephen Brown? We gotta everybody going this. No, it's because Turkey Out Shake is just throwing that bag, bro. You can't market yourself with Turkey Out Shake inflated bags, bro. You can't. Just because Turkey Out Shake is giving $114 million to Usyk or something like that, that doesn't mean you'd be like, oh shit, if you get Usyk, then let me get $100 million. Because if Turkey not here, you're going to have a rude awakening. All right? Turkey Out Shake is that dude that got a lot of money that's going to the strip club. And that stripper that was getting a little 150 for a lap dance, and she was not all that. He comes Turkey Out Shake, but he likes this stripper though. That stripper that is good, but she ain't the main stripper. But this dude is paying her $15,000 a lap dance. And then the other chick's gonna be like, Diablo, mira este hombre. But this guy, he likes la batería torto dinero. That doesn't mean that when this dude leaves that strip club that she's worth that. It's gonna go back to what she was getting, $150, $30, $25. Toma ahí, estúpida. Don't get it twisted with Turkey, bro. It's good. It's a blessing. Turkey is a blessing. He's a blessing with those paydays. But because there's fighters out there that's not performing to the level of his expectations. If you call people out, why the F would you be scared? Facts. It's called favoritisms. Now, it's not favoritism because he was favoring Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. Okay, Teo doesn't want to work with Turkey. All right, where he's gonna get so where he's gonna get that $9 million? Where he gonna get it at right now? Come on, tell me right now. Where he gonna get that? And I'm not saying he's not, but where he's going to get it right now? If it's not Turkey, where he going to get it? If it's not Turkey, where he going to get that $8 million? Is Eddie Hearn going to give him $8 million? Guaranteed? Is Top Rank going to give him that money? Golden Boy Promotions going to give him that money? Where he going to get it at? Al Heyman ain't going to give him that either. Al Heyman going to give him that. Al Heyman is about the numbers. Al Heyman just not going to give him $8 million just to give him $8 million. Unless if he signs a deal in which he's still in the Top Rank deal, in which Teofimo Lopez said himself and Bob Arum, they still get the fees from Teofimo Lopez. So even if he fights somebody outside, Top Rank don't got to do shit. He got to pay his promotional fee and he got to pay his manager fee. I mean, that still was not right, because now you're paying somebody that's not even doing no work. It's like paying child support. And she rich. Punch, you should align yourself more with people that can help your career go far. You know what it is, though, in the end of the day, man? This is boxing. I'm going to tell you the truth, brother. This is boxing. And everybody here is everybody is like it's like competition. And I don't want to compete with nobody. I actually want to build with people. But I've been to media credentials. These motherfuckers don't want to, they don't, everybody's on their grind. Everybody's about them. Everybody's about them. There's certain, look, that's why I appreciate Amanda Serrano so much, because Amanda Serrano let me walk her out in her last fight, because she saw how I fight for her out here. And she's grateful for that. And I'm grateful for that, because I genuinely support Amanda Serrano. And she made me feel like, yo, she reciprocated that. That shit was the fucking best. Like, oh my God, bro. Like, yo, I'm doing something right. Like, wow. But I'm gonna tell you like this, there's a lot of fighters out here, man, like I was saying in the beginning. Like, not in the beginning, what I just said, right? I just said like 5 minutes ago. There's fighters out here that I was talking about them, I was giving my platform. These people was not known at all. Boots Ennis was not known at all. Keyshawn wasn't doing that with he was an Olympian and a great amateur, but nobody was pumping him like that. Nobody has fought for Teo more than me. I've gotten blackballed for Teo. I've gone into about to go some street wars for Teo. In the street. I seen Teo even with that clip with the Bud Crawford going at his sister. He got 2 of the guys that's with him, and they laughing with Bud Crawford. And them motherfuckers is coming out the ring with Teo? People may not want to work with you in the media because they scared. Nah, I don't think they scared. Nah, man, cool, man. You know, shout out to Showbiz. He cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the real ones. We acknowledge each other and stuff like that. Like, Showbiz, one of the real ones. Fight Hub TV, one of the real ones. Ellie, one of the real ones. One of the first. Hey, yo, Ellie, the first one. I remember when I did media credential for the first time. And he told the whole media in Vegas, he said, yo, Punch, he's different, but we need a new face like this in media. He told all of them. And Ellie gets a lot of criticism. Ellie was one of the first, bro. Ellie, one of the first. He did it, and he said, yo, Punch, I want to interview you. Go check it out. ES News, Punch Run Boxing. What else? Who else? Ness. Ness is a real one. That's just cool. You know what I'm saying? Ness is not in the field no more, though. Ness don't do that media shit no more. I think he stuck to the podcast and shit. But there's a few real ones, man. Senior is real. Teofimo Lopez Senior, he a real dude. Teo's cool, man. He a real one. I like Teo. Cut it out, Punch. He cool. But I'm a friend that I don't want him to step on his own toes. I don't want him to self-sabotage as well. I don't like Teo to take it too personal with not everybody hates you. Because Eddie Reynoso didn't want to train or didn't have the time to train you. That doesn't mean you go and say publicly, I'm going for Terrence Bud Crawford and not Canelo. Why? Canelo been showing you love since day one, bro. Canelo showed you man love in Canelo Alvarez's biggest accomplishment when he became undisputed, my brother. He opened his arms for you, bro. Canelo Alvarez, remember the Ring Magazine ceremony. In the Ring Magazine ceremony, you know what Canelo Alvarez, it was Canelo Alvarez, Turkey Al Sheikh, Ryan Garcia. And you know what Canelo Alvarez did? He said, Teo, sit right here with us. He did that publicly, my brother. And then publicly you go against Canelo Alvarez. That don't look good. I don't want that for Teo. I don't want that perception of Teo because behind the scenes, Teofimo Lopez is a good dude, bro. But publicly, don't put yourself in a position where Diablo, he looked like somebody that could stab you in the back. I'm saying everything that's public records. I'm saying everything that's handled public. He have stated that, he's going for Terrence Bud Crawford now. He said it publicly. I'm not saying anything like y'all haven't heard Teo say. I'm just saying everything that's on the surface. I'm analyzing it for y'all. You know? I'm analyzing it for y'all. If y'all don't like it, all right, then don't say shit publicly because once it's public, then everybody gonna analyze it. Everybody gonna analyze it. Once it's public, everybody gonna analyze it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's not that. It's not narcissistic. Is that you live in? Is like boxing is a lonely sport. And let me tell you like this. There's a lot of fight. The thing is with Teo is unfiltered, and Teo said whatever's on his mind at the time, and he says it out loud. And other people may feel the same way with Teo, but they keep their mouth shut. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. One of the things I love about the Lopez is they unfilter. Whether you agree with them and disagree with them, everything they put out there is unfiltered. Other people may show you something, but behind the scenes are some fake motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Or they're a different type of, they got different type of personalities. I'm going to give you an example. And I like Boots, but I'll give you an example. I like Boots. Boots seems like a very quiet guy. He seems like a very cool guy. But after the fight in Washington, D.C., I was in the parking lot. I was in the parking lot where all the fighters got their car. And I remember they was trying to get the cars. It was like one guy, the valet guy, he's trying to get the car. And then Boots Ennis said, man, fuck him, man, hurry up with my motherfucking car. Hurry the fuck up. I said, wow. Damn, that's how he talked to people. This guy is just alone and he's trying to move all the cars and put the car, bro, there's celebrities there and he's trying to move all these cars and he had a Hellcat, I remember. And I say, and I said in my mind like, Diablo, the fame is getting to this guy's head. Look how he spoke to this guy doing his job. Right there, I said, wow, bro. Damn, only people knew how he You see him in the camera. He talks bien soft. When he said, man, hurry up and get my motherfucking car. Bro, he's trying to move all these cars the fastest he can, bro. Everybody waiting on this car. There's one guy that's trying to move all the cars. I said, nah. Damn, fame is about to get to him. The money about to get to this dude. There's people that you may like behind the scenes, and they put a front. They put a front. Some people act like they don't drink. Some people act like they don't smoke. Some people be acting like they perfect. Man, behind the scenes, man, son animales. All I'm saying is, what you see is what you get. That's one of the things. I'm going to say like this. One of the realest también dudes, Senior, man. Teofimo Lopez Senior. Senior is a real dude, bro. And all these fathers are going to say whatever they need to say to protect their sons. It's like Tony Montana say, I always tell the truth, even when I lie. Don't expect Bill when Tio Senior and Floyd Mayweather, I'll say Floyd Schofield Senior, and all these guys to keep it real with us. And you think they're gonna throw their sons under the bus? No, they're gonna protect their sons to the fullest because that's their sons. But again, man, I love the performance of Floyd Schofield. It was a great performance. Hopefully Ryan Garcia get back in the rhythm of things. You already know, man, we're heading into July. It's going to be one of the hottest month in the sport of boxing. July 19th is going to be one of the incredible days in the sport of boxing. July 19th, we got Manny Pacquiao, we got Mario Barrios, we got Fundora versus Tim Tszyu, we got Usyk versus Daniel Dubois, the rematch, and that same day. So July 19th is going to be crazy. July 11th is going to be one of the most historic nights in the history of the sport of boxing. An all-woman called Netflix. It's free. It's on a Friday. New York City. They're already saying it's going to be sold out to the roof. I've been there with Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. I'm telling you right now, to this day, I've been to every sporting event in Madison Square Garden you could think of outside of the dog shows, right? I never heard a pop sustain like that for 20 minutes, bro. With Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. When the Puerto Ricans and the Irish gets together, I'm telling you, it is a zoo, but respectable. I can't wait to go to that fight. I can't wait to experience also the July 12th fight with Edgar Berlanga. I got Edgar Berlanga beating Shiraz. I'm supporting Edgar Berlanga, New York City, Boricua. You already know. Shakur Stevenson versus William Cepeda. I got Shakur Stevenson beating William Cepeda. I'm still holding on to the Puello and Matias. Both of these guys are Dominican as well. Yes, Matias represents Puerto Rico, but he's half Dominican, half Puerto Rican. Puello is Dominican and stuff like that. So I can't even say truly that this is the Dominican and Puerto Rican war because Matias is also a Dominican fighter. He wasn't raised with his dad, so he doesn't represent it like that, but it is what it is. And then you got David Morrell back in the card. Hopefully, and then August, I don't know, we got August. Hopefully we got something big lined up in August. I think a lot of things going to be shaking and moving. But it is what it is, man. Tomorrow we back at it. I'm going to drop a video later on. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Love y'all. Shout out to my brother Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. He's probably going to go live later on. And yo, you already know, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. to finalize this fight. Shout out to Turkey Al Sheikh. Again, Devin Haney has humbled. A lot of people thought that Turkey Al Sheikh was not going to give a fight because the perception was that Turkey Al Sheikh did not want to give a fight to Devin Haney because he ran or whatever. But you know what? He's given Devin Haney a payday, a great opportunity versus Brian Norman Jr., who deserves this opportunity. Is going to be a good matchup, and I don't think that Devin Haney is going to perform the way he did versus Jose Ramirez. I think that Devin Haney is going to try and do his thing to the best of his ability. I don't think it's smart for him to go after him like he did Ryan Garcia, but I think that we're going to see Devin Haney try to fight Brian Norman Jr. like the way he did like Regis Prograis. But Brian Norman Jr. is more athletic, and I think he's more technically sound than a guy like Regis Prograis. So it's going to be a tough fight. But Brian Norman Jr. never been in the ring with a guy that has the experience like a Devin Haney. So let's see, man. Hopefully these guys have a good training camp. I don't think that Brian Norman Jr.'s got to be prepared to get his eyes swollen or nothing like that. All he got to do, man, is catch him and put these punches together and be accurate with it. Devin Haney needs to implement and be faithful with his jab again. Trust his jab. Trust his defense like he's once did. I think that Devin Haney has slipped on the defensive end. I think he's not throwing the jab as confident as he used to be. I think his footwork, he got a lot of confidence on his footwork, but I don't think that he's very confident throwing the jab, because when he was throwing the jab, he was getting countered by Ryan Garcia. The fight with Jose Ramirez, he wasn't throwing enough jabs. So I think that Devin Haney is abandoning the best arsenal that he ever had, and so I don't know if Devin Haney is declining, or he looked like, I'm not saying age, but I think that maybe another training camp is going to help him, and I think he's going to be highly prepared to face Brian Norman Jr. Let me know what y'all think, man. I love y'all. Y'all already know God first, everything second. Fight plus survive equals true champions. The best investment you can make in your life is have God in your heart. Y'all already know. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.